This is going to be the last project of the year, and it's going to be what we call a paste into project. We're going to try to use really all your skills from Photoshop and Illustrator combined. And I'll just show you a couple of quick examples, and then we'll get you into how to make one of these guys. The idea is to find some kind of geometric pattern or shape. Here's one they've actually got kind of a shape of a basketball, and you can kind of see it's broke up into little pockets, kind of what we've been trying to do in Illustrator. And what we've created is a mask that'll let you see part of those images in there. So we're going to, let me turn off some of these layers. This will make a little more sense if you see it this way. But the original design, the original pattern was this little basketball kind of idea right here. And they copied an image. You can see the images that we've copied, and then we've ended up pasting. But there's a special command in Photoshop you're going to use called paste into. So there it is. It's not highlighted right now because I don't have anything in my clipboard. But that's going to be the basic idea. We're going to try to have you create some kind of cool geometric kind of pattern like this basketball type setup here, and then fill it with different little combinations of images that happen to relate to whatever you want it to relate to. So it's pretty cool. As obviously we got a basketball in there. Let me see what else I got opened up here for you. Here's a kind of a soccer related one. So you got a kind of a similar idea. You got a soccer ball kind of shapes, and then they pasted into those little pockets the different athletes. And then on this one they went a little bit further. They added some filters to the athletes and a few other ideas. But you'll take a look on in this layers window. You'll see all these different masks. And this is a lot different looking masks than what we had in when we did those composites. We had those kind of blended, faded looks. These are going to be solid black or solid white. And basically, if we end up turning this one off, this one might be a little bit of a departure from what we normally do. You can kind of see what they did. They actually found an image file. But most of you guys, I want to have you guys try to make your own type of pattern or idea yourself. Here's one you can kind of see the little trees in the background, and you've got some star shapes. So that's kind of a cool, different one. And then finally on this one's a little bit tough to see. Let me see if we can get back to the original piece on this one. Yeah, here's kind of the shape that was created, and then images were pasted in there. So let me walk you through a couple resources that you have available to help you with this project. First, I'm going to go into our vector images folder. That's that folder that's inside of graphics. So here's graphics. There's our folder called Clip Art Goodies, and we've got this thing called Vector Images. And in there, I've got all kinds of cool stuff for you guys to check out. We've used it a few times in Illustrator. But I think we had one called Shapes in here. Let me find my Shapes. Yeah, here's Shapes. And I'm going to drop down. There's tons of these, but I think I had pretty good luck in the past with these ones that are in the kind of the 40 range. So let me fire up a couple of these guys. But you can make your own shapes. You can do all kinds of different kind of things here with these ideas. I'll just open up a preview, but that's good for show and tell here. Anyway, here's what you kind of got inside of these files. I need to open these up with Illustrator, and then like on this one here, I could open this in Illustrator, or maybe just directly into Photoshop on this kind of deal and edit it. But you might want to add your own other elements. So let me try that first. I'll go ahead and open in Illustrator, maybe this 43 one here, and then we'll check it out and basically give you kind of the basic plan here. All right, so let's see. There's 43. I'm going to go ahead and tell that thing I want to open with Illustrator, I believe, if I got my right click going. Nope, got no right click. Hold on one second. We're going to do a quick little switcheroony here. All right, there we go. So a right click will open that guy with Illustrator so we can mess with it a little bit. But here's basically what you have. And then I'm going to go ahead and select it and make it a little bit bigger. Remember all your same ideas you've been working on all year kind of still work. Holding the shift key to keep things proportional. Those kind of ideas. So anyway, here's what you got. I'm going to maybe add a couple of elements to it real fast. But you can really go a lot of different directions with this one. Let me take that big shape that I just made there and arrange it with my right click and send it to the back and maybe give it some color so you can see it. So anyway, you can really break this thing up into almost any kind of look you want. Let me maybe just make one or two more ideas here with this thing. I'm going to paint a couple lines. Actually, I shouldn't paint. I'm going to draw a couple lines on this thing just to break up my circle that's kind of in the background into a couple little pockets. Okay, so here's my deal. I've made this little creature, and again, you can make it on almost any kind of look. Take a circle and break it up into little pieces or parts. We've got stars and other types of looks you can come up with. But anyway, you're going to try to get that this basic shape thing that you've created. You're going to try to get that into Photoshop. In fact, I'm going to do one more thing. I want to make kind of a frame to this one. I want to make me one more layer here, shape, and then that ought to work. All right, so here's our deal. We're going to take this, save it. I'm going to save that to my desktop here real fast. Okay, and paste into is the idea. And then that file we're going to open up with Photoshop. So I'm going to get out of Illustrator, look at my desktop, find that one we were just talking about. But this time I'm going to go to Open With and tell it I want to use Photoshop. We're going to go copy some images real fast to work with, because as soon as we're open this file up, we're going to go back and then we're going to copy these images and paste them into those Photoshop areas, or into those little pocket areas. All right, so here's what we get. We got to rasterize this thing. Let's go ahead and hit OK on that. And you're going to end up trying to do this kind of basic plan. You'll use your Magic Wand tool to try to grab one of these little pockets, these easy to find little colors that have been defined, and then try to paste into that area your photo. So this one has a lot, so I'm going to have to probably do some resizing of my stuff. Let me go ahead and show you the basic plan. You've got Edit. Here's your regular paste, but you're going to slide right past that one, and you're going to use one called Paste Into. And that's going to paste that image right into that little piece. And then it's still okay to do the free transform, your Command T, to try to make it as big as you need to fill up that little pocket or that little area. And you might have some limitations because of your shape and what's going on, but that's really the idea. So let me run through another one of these real fast, and we'll give you another taste of how that's supposed to work out. But it should be pretty easy for you. The hard part is making that the basic shape. And then you can try to make it relate to your theme, whatever you happen to be going on. Let's see, what's not copied in there for some reason. Let me try another one. Okay, copy image. Back in Photoshop, pick one of your little pockets. So maybe I'll try the background on this one and see how this works out. But I got this big, huge background. I'm just going to get back to my layer that has my image in it. I got a weird result when I tried to Magic Wand. Okay, so I got that little pocket. Let me do another thing. I'm going to hold the Shift key and grab this other pocket or two of this white background. And then here's the main idea again. It's Edit and then Paste Into. And it's going to let you paste that in there. Oops, what the heck is that? That is not what I just thought I copied. Undo. Let's try that again. Copy image. Back here. Edit and Paste Into. Wow, it's weird. It's giving me a skier. That is not a skier. Let me see what happens when I blow that thing up. Well, that's a little bit different than what you're supposed to get. Obviously, is it kind of working there? Let me see. Yeah, it is kind of working. I'm not sure how I got a skier out of my surfer, but anyway, if I make it bigger, it should only fit inside that little pocketed area. So that is kind of the story. That's what you're going to try to create out of this thing, but it should be pretty fun. But the better your shape idea is, the better your overall project's probably going to be. So let me do one more just to see what happened there. That was kind of weird. And then I will hopefully be able to help you out if you have any more questions. Let me grab one more. Oops. Copy image. Go back here. Remember, you got to get back to your original layer that has your pattern or your shapes. Magic Wand, your little pocket or your piece. And it's Edit and then Paste Into. Bam, there you go, cool. That one did work, right picture. So anyway, hopefully it'll be a pretty cool way to make a nice little, kind of the opposite idea from what you did in the, the composite stuff. So a completely different kind of look. So have fun with that. If you need help, come and see me. Thanks. Bye.